Capulálpam demands definitive closure of the Natividad mine. Indigenous community in the magical town of Oaxaca demands closure of MineraIn. In the heart of the Sierra Norte, Oaxaca, the community of Capulálpam de Méndez, a Zapotecpopulation, has raised its voice against mining exploitation that has devastated its environment and its health. The agrarian and the communal authorities have demanded that the state government and the agrarian and the communal authorities have demanded that the federal and the state government definitively close the Natividad mine, arguing that the extraction of minerals has caused irreversible damage since 2003. On June 1st, the inhabitants of Capulálpam intercepted a truck from the Natividad mining company loaded with extracted minerals. This action was an act of protest against the activity that, according to them, has led to the extinction of 13 aquifers and contaminated other vital water sources for the community. The sign of their determination, they also blocked the federal highway to San Juan Bautista Tuxtepec, a hardship that led to the suspension of the presidential election in the town the next day. The community has filed complaints with the Federal Authority of Environment Protection, PROFEPA, and the Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources, Semarnat. However, their cause has been largely ignored. The law protecting environment and the rights of our community has not been applied, laments the Commissariat of Communal Property. On October 3, 2019, they directly requested an interview with Víctor Manuel Toledo, head of Semarnat that year, to inform him about the severe and chronic environmental impact that mineral extractivism has caused to our community and more than 25 indigenous communities in the region of Sierra Juárez, Oaxaca. The impact on the environment in communality owned territory, ecosystem, and of the mountains is and has historically been severe and environment impact carried out by the Compañía Minera La Natividad y Anexas, Continuum Resources Ltd, and other associated companies. One more 6 years period of indifference. Successive letter requests, calls to different federal government bodies were of no use, including with a large presence of officials originally from Oaxaca, as is the case of the National Institute of Indigenous People, INPI, which was indifferent to the demand to carry out administrative and interinstitutional efforts to stop mining in the Sierra Norte and in the state of Oaxaca. Even the tone of this document began to vary as the federal administration progressed, which will conclude this September 2024. In August 2020, a community document stated that there is discontent and anger in the community because it has been the same for many years, and there is no progress in direct solution, since there is no information progress to inform the community, because the representatives of Semarnat do not come with decision-making power. At the time, Mayolo Hernandez, who presented himself as coordinator in agreements with the Secretary of Representatives of Semarnat, promised to follow up the case. Months passed. Víctor Manuel Toledo left Semarnat, and as we can currently see, everything remains only promises. Already under the ownership of Maria Luisa Albores Gonzalez, the demand of the community continued. In September 2022, through a letter, the community requested information, the progress that may have been made so far by the institution to reach the closure of the mining company, and request that Semarnat, within the framework of its power, do not approve environment resolution in favor of the mining company. A new envoy from Semarnat, Daniel Quesada. Daniel was in contact with the community to follow up the case, such that once again everything remained as promises only. The year 2024 arrived, and the community decided to retain company truck and block the road. The community outrage intensified following the wildfire on June 5th that caused irreversible damage. Thanks to the inter-community support and the quick action of the neighboring towns such as Islán de Juárez, Santa María Yahuache, San Miguel del Río, El Atao de Juárez, the fire was output. The solidarity and the fellowship shown in this strategy also thanking the organization, residents, and the media supported them with food, water, medicine, responsible coverage of the event. The fire left an indelible mark on the community, not only due on the material damage, but also due on the reformation of unity among the people in the region. In this strategy, we have highlighted the ties of fellowship between communities for its prompt action to put out the fire, a fact that strengthens us knowledge the Capulálpam authorities. Despite the rapid response, the damage was described as extremely large and irreversible. This is the summary of the indignation. At yet 6-year term ends, while mining looting continues in Oaxaca, cabina clandestina.